Hi, you guys. Welcome back. I just want to put out there. I said some names about some people, but it's more than just an ex-president and his wife. It's a whole bunch of people in the music slash entertainment industry that has committed terrorist acts against the United States citizen. We all know Bill Gates, that's already out there. It's more people. I have names. Spirit let me. I've been doing this. I've been a spiritual detective for a long time, and people don't know that. People just look at me like, oh, she's just over there. And I think that's why the Most High God put me in a position, because I was a nobody, because I was the one that was like the fly on the wall and that could perceive things. But due to my status, how can I put it? My social status, like I have a bunch of kids, and I'm easy to overlook, and plus I say so myself. So it was easier for Spirit to come in to show me different things, to heal me, and I was willing to heal and do the work. But not only that, I've been a spiritual detective for a long time, and not even realizing that's who I was. Because honestly, Spirit knows I really don't care about nobody's business. You should handle your business and go about your business. You know right from wrong. But that's not the collective mindset. That's not a lot of people who have mental illnesses mindset. And so that's why I feel like Spirit put me in a position that they did, because I was the perfect candidate. And then I have, like any college, I've been to like 3 or 4 different colleges, 4.0, 3.9, nothing lower than a 3.9. So very intelligent, and I'm not the toot my own horn, but that's just the facts of the situation. Facts is facts. I can prove it. I can back it up. I got receipts. Okay. So that being said, I think that's the reason why people thought that like I wasn't a threat, or I could just do this to her, I just do that. And my spirit guy's like, no, like she's precious to us, and I really am precious to her. I didn't realize until now how precious I was to the spiritual realm. I know I had some kind of ranking, but still, to me, I feel like an ordinary person. I don't feel like I have to assert my will or force on anybody, because why? No need to do that. I'm not trying to control anybody. I'm not trying to harm anybody. So it's just like, why? It don't make sense to me. But after going through a lot of warfare, that's what helped me to realize how much of a spiritual rank I hold, and how much what I do is more needed than any other time that I have ever really spoken out against high level individuals. I know a lot of people, other people want to, and they're afraid to. They don't have the protection that I have. And I even when people do certain stuff, I personally don't feel like it's my place to tell this, but it's kind of like I'm doing the world a disservice when I don't expose, because like they're doing this to not just 1, 2, 3 people, even if it was 1, 2, 3 people, but it's on a larger scale. So if Spirit give me the okay, I will drop more names, and because nobody should be using the one person that name came up as a scapegoat. It's not just one person. It's a whole group, a whole community of these people who have committed terrorist acts against citizens of the United States, and this is highly unacceptable. And then they place all the blame seems to get on the people who actually need the system. Oh, they're doing drugs, or they're doing that. The people on the system that really needs the system is not doing these things, because they make it so hard to do these things. So to place blame where it doesn't go, I'm the type of person, wrong is wrong, right is right, take accountability. And if we're in the gray area, everybody needs to just take the high road. And if you can't take the high road, then let the cards fall where they may. Let Spirit do what they're going to do. You know what I mean? We only get a certain amount of authority when it comes to certain things. The spiritual world has more ranking, because they know, not us we don't. We have to tap into Spirit, because we have a fleshly body that we do operate in. And so that being said, that's why I don't feel like I'm above anybody. I could get sick just like you one day, and then there's so many different things that can happen. But I'm not, to cast that out. We're not. I'm not speaking out of myself. I'm just saying. But so many different things can happen to each individual, and I'm humble in that way because I've lived through so much trauma. I lived through so much, so I'm very humble when it comes to that because I understand it can flip of a second. Things can hit you like a flip of a second. So when things hit you like a flip of a second, you understand. And I don't put my mouth on certain things when I don't speak on certain things. When I say I put my mouth, that means speak. I don't speak on certain things simply because, if I know it, I'm going to speak it. No, that's not me. If I know it, I'm like, I'm going to analyze it. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to wait. I'll write it down or whatever, write it out of my memory, whatever. Spirit tell me to do with the information. But I never want to just speak out and listen. The Spirit of God is like, you need to speak on this. You need to, I'm not too much of that individual to just rat somebody out right or wrong, simply because I just don't feel like it's my place to just call justice on people. But my name, Shaquita, means I can charm you, I can sting you spiritually. 555 o'clock. It means literally that. And I don't understand why I just don't feel the need to always assert justice on everything. I like for people to be fair and balanced. I don't like conflict. That's number one thing. My middle name means I don't like conflict. And since I've healed, I noticed that my birth chart, I'll shine my birth chart by it says that I can be extremely lazy, and what I find out in my birth chart, because I'm a Taurus moon, is not that I can be extremely lazy. I like to relax, and the reason why they will put as lazy because they can't, when you're still, you can't really see in the spiritual world what they're doing. And I'm not extremely lazy, I'm extremely intuitive. Taurus have that secret side to them, especially Taurus moon, because I'm a Taurus moon. They have that secret side to them where they can tap into spirit through their sexuality just by being still. They can tap into it just by being good to themselves or loving themselves. They can really tap into spirit and really hone in on through their emotions and through the spiritual world through their moon side, through their Taurus energy. By laying still, I can get more done. I can get more done in the spiritual world than ever, and then I can get a burst of energy and just, they're like, how she moves so fast? Because I gave myself time to rest. I gave my body, my spirit time to get the knowledge it needs, and then just go, because my Capricorn sun lets me just be mad productive. Like if I know what to do and how to do it, I'm just going to I'm going to get it done, and it's just going to be done. Like, and it's going to be done to perfection, like to perfection. Anybody that when I was in college, anybody that graded my work, they be like if you teach me something, I'm it's like this, like 20, like go. You can come in my bathroom and brush your teeth. You can come in my bathroom, record, and go ahead. But it's real quick. It's real easy like that for me. It's like, because Taurus moon people have the ability through what you guys perceive as laziness, but it's actually when you're resting, we connect to the spiritual world. I don't know nothing about what sign Taurus is. It's Capricorn, what planet, and nothing like that. I just know my moon sign is in Taurus, and I can connect through spirit through my spiritual sign, through my Taurus energy, my emotional energy through spirit. And that's what makes me a lot empathetic, not only to trauma, but just my Taurus moon in general. And people think that Taurus moon people are lazy, and it has it in our chart, and I really wish they'd take it out, because it's not that we're lazy. It looks lazy to the natural eye, but if you're not reading that with a spiritual eye, I know from experience, if you're not reading that with a spiritual eye, Taurus moon people needs lots of rest, needs lots of time to communicate with spirit. They do. Now they have their seasons where they don't. Like they're already have all those downloads, and it's just like, they're moving, they're productive. And then they have their down seasons or down years, and depending on how the birth chart works, that they are just sit still and they'll just be still. And it's not laziness by a long shot. To everybody else it look lazy, even to me sometimes I'm so lazy, and spirit's like, no, you're not. Do you know what you just did in the spiritual world? I'm like, no. And I don't, like a lot of times I don't really perceive what I've done, and so they have to take me back and literally show me through past life or past time, to show me what I did and to write it down, to understand that about myself. And I'm just like, oh, truth in. And it's not that we're Taurus moon people are lazy. Most people who are lazy that doesn't have Taurus moon sign are really probably went through some type of trauma, and it doesn't allow them to get past a certain point because their psyche hasn't got past what the trauma was in their life. So, and that's just one aspect. I don't know where that pulled that from, but okay. 10 on the clock. But another thing is that yeah, we're not lazy. We just tapped in. In order for a Taurus moon person to be truly understood, I feel like I had to say this because we're not lazy by a long shot. People, you would perceive that at the time, but that person is not lazy. Taurus moon people have ability to tap into emotional and spiritual means through the spiritual world through the means of their emotions, and when they are emotionally exhausted, a lot of times they just rest. They need to recharge, reboot, because baby, the love we give and the sensual stuff that we give, it has to come from a place. It just don't just have it. No, we have to recharge. Do you have to recharge batteries? If not, you have to go get a new battery, right? It's the same thing, and people just think because you're full of love and light, and that you just must be just everyday like this. No, I need to be away from you. I don't like you at times. It's okay. I don't like you. I don't want to be around you. I love you. Keep your distance though. And then sometimes I want to be lovey-dovey. It's just with sexual people. We need time to recharge. Not even just a Capricorn sun, but Taurus moon people. I feel like I'd be more in my moon sign than anybody ever can realize. And especially when it's going to spirituality and to tap in the spiritual world, I really think it's your moon sign that really taps into the spiritual world because it's hidden. And for to say a Taurus moon person, I take it very offensive because I know I'm not lazy. Maybe when I was, had to go through healing my trauma, and I wasn't even lazy then. I was just trying to figure out, like, why do I have to sit here? Why is my mind racing and my body can't move? And it was because of the trauma. It was because my spirit was trying to tell my body it needs to rest, it needs to heal, and that's all that be. So 9 times out of 10, I'm not a lazy person. I work smart, not hard. But if I have to work hard, I will get down there and work hard. But if I don't, what dummy would? Like, why? Unless you just like hard work. If that's your passion, hard work is your passion. Cool. That's all you. I'm not downing anybody who likes to work hard. But I mean, I like it for a time, for a period. But after that time, the period is a season for all things underneath the sun. And all the time I don't have to be in a production rat race. All the time I don't have to be active. All the time I don't have to sleep. And that's just what it is. That everybody's, because of their birth chart, everybody's energy is different. And I see a lot of people try to group a lot of stuff in, a lot of things in. And that's fine too, because we understand that ways we when we categorize things and when we label things and when we group things together, we learn. But you can take the group away and individually learn different stuff too. More people who are highly intelligent and have interpersonal skills and have emotional intelligence are pretty much that type of person that can take a situation and just take a specific part of a person or thing and just look at that part, and then they can see the big picture. It takes skill. It takes time. It takes healing yourself. It takes loving yourself. It takes tapping in the spirit to understand the secrets of God in order to do that, in order to gain those type of skills. It takes time. You don't just. That's why a lot of men like seasoned women. It's because they've been through some things. They know, okay, I know she ain't gonna handle me like that. Most men who like seasoned women, not saying that all of them that like seasoned women are like, how can I put it, are like gold diggers or very mature, but they understand that it's a level of respect that have to be had when you're dealing with a more seasoned woman, and so they won't act that way. Well, he don't act that way when I was with him, because he understands what he's getting into, or she understands, vice versa. She understands what she's getting into. She's going to be taken care of. She's going to be pampered because this person have already built that self, their personality that way. They have been through things that makes them. Now, if you're dealing with somebody that's old and just wild out there, I mean, it might be their personality, but that's most old people ain't doing all that. They do it a little, when it's necessary. Like I said, it's a time and place for all things, and most older people understand that because they've been through life, and that's why we have this dynamic where younger women are date older men, and a lot of people I used to find it offensive, like, oh, that's nasty, but to a certain degree, I don't think it's nasty. If anybody's over a 20, like if you're over 30 and you're dating somebody older than you or younger than you, I mean everybody that's under 30, that's 30 and over. I'm not talking about the 20 you just learning yourself, 19 you learn yourself. I'm talking about 30 and over. It's like if a 30-year-old is dating a 60-year-old, I get it. If a 30-year-old is dating a 40-year-old, I get it. I get it. Like, I get it. And it's not to say that anybody younger dating somebody older is not the same dynamic, but it's more so people who is 30 and up have built that seasoned, how can I say it, the seasoned part of themselves where they've been through life and been through experiences are more likely to be with their older younger dynamic. And I get it. It works because some people don't have kids, some people do, and some people kids know they're not gonna take care of them. And it's just so many different dynamics. It's not just, oh, I want to prey on you and this and that because you're younger or because you're older. It's not all the time that. A lot of people like to do that, and it's not all the time that, and they like to, oh, I need a sugar daddy. And a lot of times they put it out there like that to be funny and so nobody want, laugh or pick. But a lot of times they really do be in love. They do. They be in love. And now people are starting to be more authentic with themselves and putting their business out there. And I don't mind you putting your business out there, and it's okay. It's okay as long as you're not hurting nobody. You're 30 and above. You're not hurting nobody. It's not none of that dynamic. And if you are, you probably need to lead a relationship, and you probably a little behind the learning curve. But it's okay. You'll get there. But for majority of those relationships, I've found that most people are not just, oh, I want to date a sugar daddy. It may start off that way, and they end up loving the person because they're like, oh, okay, this is what love is, and this because we go through different things in life, and we need somebody older or younger. Everybody that ain't meant to be, oh, you 30, I'm 32, or you 30, I'm 33. It just don't work out like that all the time because some people be way more mature, and that's how it worked out with me. Like I advanced spiritually really fast. I learned stuff like this really fast, and it's hard for people to keep up with me. They was like, "What you just on that yesterday?" But when I explained my thought process, I was like, "Well, yesterday Spirit was telling me this and this, and if you learn all of these and this, and you go back up to here, you get on this other spiral, you're on a whole different." And then people are like, "Oh," and they can't keep up because being spiritual is being highly intelligent because you're not listening to societal standpoints and viewpoints. They're not running your life. You're actually running your own life. You're actually running your own show. You're letting your higher self lead you. Where can you go wrong? A lot. But guess what? You learn in those instances and you make it look effortlessly. And that's why people are like, oh, she make it look. No. I make mistakes and I be, oh my God, what am I doing? And then I be like, oh, girl, you done got through so much more. Chill out. And then I'm back, okay, like I know what I'm doing, but I'm just going on with life, and whatever spirit or whatever situation comes, and I deal with it accordingly. That's how it is. That's how it goes. Nobody has the blueprint unless you have the Christ conscience or something like that, and that's just the blueprint, the 13 keys, and they're telling you don't have to have it in all that order. Just you have to have all 13 keys. The Christ consciousness is not giving you, oh, it has to be this at this time. That's narcissistic. That's not what the Christ. Come here, baby. That's not what it's about. 18:18 on the clock. Here you go. Don't use a lot. You have to proportion it. Let me pour it because this does have alcohol in it. That's all you need. It's a sweet. You just switch around your mouth. She's trying to, it's COVID season, it's cold season. We're just trying to keep the mouths clean. Anyways, yeah, but that's not what it's always all about. Is control, Christ consciousness. If you follow the Christ consciousness, you'll understand that all the rules and stuff and all the things that's there, it's just a guideline so that you can stay into your 13 keys so you don't lose a key. Okay? That's it. And what else I was want me to say? Oh yeah, I think that's it. I would just want to talk about my Taurus moon and just let you know when they say that we're lazy, it's not being lazy. We're tapped in the spirit. We have to have because we're sensual. We're a sensual sign, so we have to have that time, that downtime to tap into our emotions and to process our emotions. It's not even a Capricorn. Capricorn can be busy all day, every day, depending on what their moon sign is. Because I could be busy just doing stuff and like I'm busy, but it could be productive too. But if I'm not connected to spirit, it doesn't matter. I learned that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. If you're not connected to your emotions when you do something, love, happiness, and joy and peace, it doesn't matter. That's what God was talking about. If you do stuff out of spite and you really don't want to do it, it really doesn't matter. It's in vain, because you're not creating from an authentic place. You're not creating from that love, from that kindness, that joy. It doesn't matter. That's like when a narcissist come along in your life. I know I put a post and people's like, they needed that love. No, it didn't. No, he just stole my love. It doesn't matter. I learned the lesson, and it's just that. And people don't like, well, they needed that to help you to get through. But no, he stole my love. I didn't have to go through that. I didn't need those lessons. I didn't. I really didn't. I feel like they gravitate towards the people of the light simply because it's easier to try to manipulate those people, because again, they use love to hone a victim in. They use their love, the person's love. And I just didn't need that. I feel like all the last narcissist that was in my life, the COVID nurse, I didn't need that. I feel like I didn't need that kind of treatment. I didn't need that type of person in my life. I didn't need it. I just felt like I didn't need it. And when I feel like I don't need something, it's just the truth that I just feel like I don't need it. People are like, oh, you should not say that. Yeah, I do. It's some things that we go through with you. Well, I don't need that. As soon as somebody start acting out like that with me, I don't need it. All right, see you later. You just text me. I will cut you off so quick. And it's not because I'm evil or no, it's just because I learned that lesson. Like, I don't need unnecessary people that's gonna waste my time, waste love and affection, all that stuff I gave to, and then like 10 years later it's going, no, you on your behind to a therapist. That's what therapists are for. You're not there to provide a therapist for your boyfriend or girlfriend. No. Now if you married a person, you signed up for that. I'm sorry, you signed up for that. And if they're narcissists, get out, because there's such thing as divorce. Because I'm just not. I'm not going to be mistreated. I want to be by myself. I'm not going to sit there and beg for love. People think I'm so focused on the twin flame dynamic, but no. The reason why I love connecting with my twin flame, even if I never meet him in real life, is because it brings me so much spiritual knowledge and growth. I love the knowledge. I love the growth. I love the person too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not chasing the person. I'm chasing the knowledge. I'm chasing God, and now I've learned that I don't even have to chase that. Like, I can just sit there and be still, and God still gonna give me what I need to get. 22 on the clock, but I have to be tapped a little bit more in than when I'm by myself than when I'm in with this person, because that is the other half of my soul. But I can still operate from a place of authenticity and wholeness without that person being in my life. And I have been doing it for years, because I have never met my twin flame. I have never met him in real physical life. I have never shook this man's hand and looked at him eye to eye in real 3D time. I have never. And I've been good without it. So people act like that it's a misconception that a lot of us are like, fiending. No, it's because they have to break. A lot of people that chase a twin flame are breaking like a lot of dependency issues. You know what I mean? A lot of dependency issues. A lot of them. And I just never really been dependent on no one. So they try to say I'm over dependent. I've learned to be over dependent than dependent on people. People will always hurt your feelings when you depend on them. But when you depend on yourself, only you can hurt your feelings. And I don't say that to be big or but that's the point I'm at. Like, nobody has came in my life and showed me, this is what love's supposed to be, and I'm going to stay in this, I'm going to be your life. Nobody has come in my life and showed me that, so why would I be like, no, you got to babysit me. You got to walk me into, you got to babysit me. You babysit me. Because it's not easy when you learn how to manage on your own, how to not need people for sex, money, or nothing like that. I'll be like chilling. I'll be tapping in the spirit, and the spirit was like, all this time that you spend with us, and you're learning a lot of different stuff, and you're loving on your kids. Your partner is gonna have to take. You're gonna have to take on another responsibility. And I'm like, are you ready? Are you ready? So all that just get. But now they're telling me, you ready? I'm not just like, you told me I'm right here now. And that's my complacency. That's my confidence. I know the spirit is trying to pull me out of that, because I do. I like being by myself. I don't mind it. I don't mind being by myself. And when I get lonely, I know that's the devil. Somebody, the devil don't send somebody to try to work on me, to try to get me into, good, baby, you look great. Not going in there in the living room. But they trying to work or get me in another karmatic cycle and karmatic individual because they can't pull me away from Most High God. And that's a no. That's a hell no. And I just want to share this with you guys and talk about the moon sign. It wasn't nothing big on my part, like, oh my god, I discovered this. It was just like, this is an awakening for me. Yeah, this is no. And I just wish that somebody would go in our birth chart, so people that have the Taurus moon sign, and really change that. We're not lazy, we're just tapping in, and we need our rest to tap in. So yeah, that being said, I'm out, you guys. Peace.